Welcome, everybody. Got some winter side action here for you. We got James Aranas and Amar Kang. Should be a good match. We're down to 3 on the winner's side. The winner of this match will play Shane Van Boning in the hot seat match. That'll also be this evening. So Mars won the lag. He'll be breaking and getting us going here in this race to 9, alternating breaks.
And for the ones that are joining us that are new, this is the 24th annual U.S. Bar Table Championship. I'm Dwayne Payne, and this is Brett Baker. He's made a ball on the break and he's got a shot on the one.
Got a good shot on the one. Two lay's a little funny, but I think he can pop it over to the rail and back out for the 2 in the same corner. Well, maybe it goes by the 9 into the side. It must.
Yep, it does.
That was a much easier position. It didn't look like it from our monitor.
Lots of room. And he's on the 4 easy.
Yep, he'll play the 4, go 3 rails around the 8, out for the 6. Or if he's straighter than it appeared, he'll go 1 rail straight across. Just getting warmed up into this match.
It's early.
Oh, it looked like he had a little more angle.
Should come straight across for the 9 in the upper corner.
Yeah, Amar handled this rack really well. And he opens up our scoring, takes a 1-0 lead. That'll give us our first look at James Aranas. One of the latest, greatest sensations from the Philippines. There's just a never-ending.
Never-ending line of Filipinos.
It just seems like it. The next greatest player ever. He got here by defeating Skylar Woodward last night, Hill in our last match of the night.
Well, he's got a shot on the 1. The 4 is clustered up with the 9-8.
Yeah, he'll have to do something with. He's kind of looking to see how he wants to get on the 3 to deal with that now.
Cue just a little further out from where it's at, and he can shoot the 3 to run into it, but he's got the wrong angle at this point.
He'll cut the 3 down into the corner and go into him with the cue ball.
It looked like he was looking at putting the 4 up in the upper corner. I think he's going to try to go below him.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't want to run into balls if you don't have to. One thing I've noticed, he can just about put the cue ball anywhere he wants from anywhere he wants.
Well, he had no problem with that 3 to the 4. A simple touch into the rail and back out for the 8. Or just to draw straight down. Just draw straight down. Says that rack doesn't bother him.
This is kind of the same way his match last night started with Skyler, and then about 3-4 games in, they both missed a couple shots and stuff. So, yep. James says anything you can do, Amar, I can do also, and answers his break and run with a break and run.
Well, 9 looked like it was glued.
All right, he got another nice break, drew the cue ball up off the top rail and back down, and
made 2 on the break.
A nice shot on the 1 with
nothing tied up.
Natural shape to the 3.
Shoot the 3 into the rail, come back beside the 8 to shoot the 5 in this opposite corner. That's what it looks like he's going to have to do.
Yep, come just below the 6.
Yep.
He's perfect.
Good angle to go back up table for the 6. So that he doesn't
That's
have
just
to
his
go all the
personal
way.
preference, whether he wants to get below the 6 or above the 6 here. He can do either one.
He's going above it.
Yep, he's going to go above it.
Gives him the perfect angle to come back cross table for the 7.
He'll just draw out 1 rail and out.
Yeah. Shouldn't have any issues here. Just 1 rail over real easy and come back out for the 8. Wow, he slammed it.
Yeah, they like to kind of let their stroke elevate. Alrighty, Amar goes up 2-1. We've got Lucky, our master scorekeeper, over there, flipping the cards. Told him we needed to put him in an evening gown. he could carry that thing around the table as they're racking the balls to, to show the
Okay.
score. He said, "Well, you had me at evening gown." Oh, this event just wouldn't be the bar table without Lucky here. He's been supporting this tournament for years and years.
Well, 3-7 or 3-6 down here may be his only big issue.
Yeah. If it gets on to 3, the combination won't be that tough. They spread a little better for him this time. I think he might have hit him just a tad harder.
He's going to shoot it to pull right in between the 7 and 8, have shape between the 7 and 8 to shoot the 3-6. That's what it looks like he was looking at. And that's where he's at.
Yep, he did that nicely.
Not sure whether he'll carry him off the 3 or he'll use the 3 into the 6. Okay.
I like that one.
How about he just carries off the 6?
Wasn't sure if this, how far the 6 was off the rail there. He should have no trouble with this.
Will they make it look easy?
Yeah, somebody said, I don't like this 9 ball. It's just a run out fest. And I thought, well, guy runs 200 balls in straight bull. That's all that is, too.
Yeah, just a run out. Well, this is a break and run. This match here, I'm afraid, will be determined by who makes the first mistake.
Yeah, who's going to blink first? So far, we've got an old-fashioned boxing stare down here.
Nice break again, and the one's out in the middle with the cue right on it. He's holding that cue well.
Yeah, he's drawn it straight to the center of that rail and right back out. Well, the 8 ball starts tomorrow. We'll have the conclusion, the semifinal and final of the 9 ball, and then we'll be bringing you 8 ball action
For the rest of the week.
for the next 3 days. I love watching these guys play 8 ball on a bar table.
Change camera positions. Amar had to stand up for a minute.
Yeah, I've known Amar for a long time. He and his cousin Tony Chohan grew up in the Sacramento area. Gosh, they were just like teenagers when I first met him. And he played about the same as he does right here. Perfect.
It's a good shot. I was trying to remember where I just seen him play at recently. Another tournament, and I can't remember right offhand. May have been Nationals in July.
Yeah, I believe he was there.
Where's he from right now? Do you know?
I believe he's still in Sacramento.
Sacramento?
Yeah. You would have seen him in Lincoln City last March.
That's where it's at. Lincoln City in October. He was there on the 9-ball.
No, we didn't have the open event in October.
No.
It would have been last March.
Yeah, and they're not going to have that event anymore, so
No.
we'll be seeing the big boys. Well, it looks like another shot where the 3 is going to have to be popped off the side of the 6. Not going to happen. He'll hit the 2.
Yeah, not.
I'm going to
there.
predict he'll hit the 2 and roll down underneath the 3 for the 3 in the upper corner.
Yeah, I think he can
That's all set up from here. It's pretty
get
simple.
right between the 6 and the 8 there
Yeah.
for the 3 all the way up.
After watching what he did for the 3-4 earlier, yeah, I don't think there's going to be a problem. Of course, he's chalking for a long time.
Yeah,
He's just not sure.
it's not a shot you just take for granted. This is the shot of the rack.
The only difficult shot that he's got. He hit that a little firm. He's coming around.
It's okay.
He's going to the other corner. Wow.
He's okay.
Now that was playing it dangerous because he could have very easily tied himself up on that 6.
Well, that's what he was looking. He knew that
Yeah.
the natural path of that cue ball was going to go around the 6. It was all speed.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of speed.
Yeah, he overrode that one. He's tied up on it.
Did that a couple times last night.
Well, we just seen our first
We
mistake.
may have seen our first blink.
It's just a small one. I predict here that he'll roll it over and try to hide him under the 9 or the 8. That's what he's going to do here.
Yeah.
Of course, he may hit it hard enough to put the 7 on the bottom rail and put the cue back up top. No. I think he
Pretty
left
good,
a
but I
window.
think he's got a window to see. Yeah.
Don't know. Looks awfully close. Yeah, it is close. A little too close, I think.
Well, if he doesn't have the window, he's got the one rail kick, which is what he's looking at here. Pretty much have to kick this in, though.
So Mr. Aranas
Nowhere to.
caused himself some misery, but he may have got himself back out of it.
It's kind of the way last night's match went. You know, you first 4 games, you wonder, is anybody ever going to make a mistake? You know, and then all of a sudden,
He's going to kick it. He sure better hope he makes it. He could be in a bad situation if he doesn't. Of course, he's just like it was. Aranas wins. It still goes back to the same order. I don't think he's going to make it. The question is, will he hide it? Nope, we won't hide it either. Nope.
no, James kind of got away with one here.
I'm sure Amar's not happy about that. He'd love to have had the ability to see it.
Well, he was just happy to be at the table. I mean, when James got on that 3 ball and made it, you figured he was out.
Oh, that's kind of careless.
Yep. I'm sure he wasn't planning on bumping the 9 up. But
He got out of it. 2 mistakes in that game, and he got out of both of them.
3-3.
He made a ball. And again, cue ball center of the table's got a shot on the 1. He should pocket this in the side and go around 2 rails for the 2. He didn't hit it quite hard enough. He got the angle though, but that could have been another problem. He's got a pretty bad angle on the 3. He's going to have to go underneath the 9 and around and come out, or leave it underneath the 9 for the 4.
Yeah, he might be able to just stun it over to the left rail and come back out for the 4 on the side. These guys seem to really like that shot. That was nice. Came around the 9. I'll just roll forward on this. Amar looks pretty dialed in.
Looks like he'll make number 4 here.
And he takes a 4-3 lead. Okay, so the winner of this match will play Shane Van Boning in the hot seat match at 7 p.m. The loser of this match will go to the one-loss side and will play Sean Wilkie in a 5th, 6th place match. Also at 7 p.m. So our last 2 matches of the night, we'll have the hot seat match at 7, and then at 8:30 we'll have the 3rd, 4th place match. We just don't know who will be in that match yet.
Not yet. Thank you.
Right.
Again, he left a pretty nasty pile in the middle of the table.
We don't know who will be in that match, but I can tell you right now, Mitch Ellerman is playing Jesse Engel, and the loser of this match will play Sean Wilkie, and it will be the winners of those 2 matches.
3's a mess, but 3-9 looks like it's straight on.
Yeah.
I got a feeling this game's going to end early.
The 3 is not really a mess. It's laying perfect.
Yep, and he pulled right for it.
Well, it's a little off angle, but
Boom.
no trebles.
4-4. In Oklahoma, we call that a cheeser.
A cheeser.
He cheesed the 9.
The owner of our pool hall actually wanted to get Little Caesars to sponsor a tournament. And he wanted to call it the Cheeser tournament. And if you made the 9 on a combo, if you made an early 9 combo or carom, it counted as 2 games.
Oh, wow.
Well, after the holidays, the CSI Arizona State 8-ball championships are January 9th through the 14th. Anybody can play that's a BCA league player. And then after that, we've got the BCAPL Michigan State Championships, also open to all BCA league players, February 3rd through the 7th. And then in March, we have the BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships in Green Bay, Wisconsin. You can enter online at playcsipool.com. And in July, we've got the 2018 BCAPL World Championships. Keep in mind this year, you have to have qualified in a BCAPL league. And no longer can you just pay the fees and play in the league tournaments. You'll still be able to play in the CSI singles, which are the old challenge events.
If you're talking about playing league, you have to play league to play teams, correct?
Well, you'll have to play league to play Scotch doubles, teams, singles. No more player members is what they're saying.
as good a shot as usual this time. He did make 2 on the break, but the 1's on the rail. We'll find his banking ability here, I guess. Maybe. And it's a little short. But he played a two-way, I think. He played for the make, but he also played for the leave. So off the break, we've seen Amar make a blink, as you call it.
Yeah, blinked. Well, James needed Amar to blink on the break because to win this match, he's going to have to win 1 game at least on off Amar's break.
Yeah, James's last match went 8-8, so they rocked back and forth on it. Looks like we're going to play safe again. And
Yeah,
he's
that's a good
done
one.
a
He
pretty
got
good
it.
job.
He got it.
Looks like Amar might be able to go to the side rail and hit the 1. I don't know that he can go up, can he? 6 in his way or not?
That'd be the
6-9?
7 up there.
7-9, I guess not.
No, he's got room.
He's going below it, looks like. Wow, what a shot.
Knocked it right in. And is he going to get a shot?
Nope, he's going to scratch.
Ooh, that's even worse.
That's unfortunate. That was a really well played shot.
Yeah, that was a great shot, but was not rewarded. And we're going to see a 3-9 combination here.
He's going to get his game out in the head, as you said. So James takes a 5-4 lead and has the break. That's the turnover you were talking about.
Yep, he needed one, and he got it. Kind of a bad roll for Amar.
He's not, I don't know that he's pattern racking here. He's questioning it. But it's really just, I wasn't watching, to be honest about it, but I don't know that he was putting every ball in the same exact spot every time. But it could have
No, I don't. I'll be glad to see that rule go away.
been. Yeah, yeah.
It's unenforceable.
I mean, I know he was putting the 2 in the back every time, which is, some of the tournaments require that.
Yeah, a lot of guys are just used to that.
But I didn't, like I said again, I didn't notice whether he was lining the others
And I
up
think that's
exactly
the only thing
same.
Amar's really, it's like, well, he's putting the 2 at the back every day.
Well, what Amar was looking like he was pointing at was the front balls, the ones right behind the 1. And I think what he was getting to, or what he was talking about there, is he was putting it in a manner to where that a certain group of balls would go forward and the others would go down.
Right.
Every time the same way, so.
And really, the way Amar's racks have been breaking, I thought he was pattern racking, but I haven't really looked at the rack.
Yeah.
But they seem to lay pretty close to the same every time. So. Players are smart enough if,
Yeah, they can get it.
They'll-
They just reverse 2 balls.
as Corey Dool
Yeah.
once said, we'll just do rotating patterns.
Yeah. Somebody was talking about that yesterday.
It's one of the best that I've ever seen.
Maybe it was you that made the comment about the fact somebody was talking about doing a tournament, or it may have been Rick, but saying that they were just going to do an alternate patterning rack every day. They give you the pattern that you had to rack it.
That day.
Yeah, for that day. Everybody had to rack the same way that day. So
Sounds like something Rick would come up with.
well, it doesn't look like the questioning of the racking bothered James any whatsoever.
He'd have to have a picture of that day's rack, I guess, taped to the rail that they.
And that's just a comment that was made.
You
And I don't think it was Rick's idea. I think Rick said somebody was going to do
You
that.
draw a pattern out of a bucket, and that's the pattern that your match will be.
This is how you're going to rack for the day. Tomorrow it'll be different.
That's pretty funny. All right, Amar comes to the table down 6-4. He needs a good break and run here.
No, he's got, he's still got a problem with the one.
Yeah, it kind of got kissed by the cue ball over to the rail there.
Looks like he's thinking about pulling it down and trying to make the 4.
Very impressed with the accuracy that Amar's been hitting this break with. That cue ball hits the same spot up there on that top rail every time and then comes back down to the center. He has the speed down absolutely perfect.
That's what I said he was going to do.
Yeah, carrying the
But
4.
he's got himself,
Yeah,
he might be able to see the edge of the 1.
you can see the edge of it, but
That's a dangerous situation unless you make that 1.
I don't think he's in a situation where he can make it here.
No, he can just touch it. That's all he can do. Really got to be careful he doesn't scratch, though. Well, he kept from scratching, but I think he gave James a shot. Yep. Hit the 9 and rolled over, and I think
he was hoping to get behind.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to hit the 9 and stick that 1.
Yeah, he was trying to stick him behind the 6 and the 8, but
he let it come out. Hit the 9 and rolled over.
Well, he's come up a little short here.
Yeah, you can see he pointed on the table where he wanted to be, which is in the side pocket. Now I guess we'll see. He's either got a real thin cut to the top, or he's going to have to bank it.
Cut one like this last night, but the problem is, I think he'll be going right into that 8-ball. Probably scratch off of it.
That depends on what he puts on the cue.
His best chance here is probably to bank it in the corner.
what I would think. Just
Hold the
bank and
cue ball
stop
right
it.
there for
Yeah.
the 5.
Looks like he's cutting it. And he missed it. But he's going to.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
Mark
got
can
him.
see. Yeah.
He's going to have to spin it a little bit, but he can do it. I believe he's got enough of it. Yeah. Well, Amar gets a break here.
Yeah, he needed that.
Yep. Gets back to the table and hopefully regains the one game he could have given away again. And
He was. You don't want to be down 7-4 in a race to 9.
no. I'm sure he doesn't want to be down 6-5 or 6-4 in a race to 9. He'd rather be on the top side of that one.
Yeah, but being down 7-4 to a guy who's an 801 Fargo rate, you're probably not going to come back to win too many of those matches. At 6-5, he's got to. Let's see, it'll be James's break after this. Yeah, just as James needed to get a break of Amar's break, Amar now needs to get it back, so he'll have that advantage.
He made a ball. He doesn't have a mess on the rack this time either.
No, he lays good on the 1. 2's up by the corner pocket. He's looking to see where he wants to get for the 3.
Yeah, he was afraid the 1 wouldn't go by that corner, that tit sticking out there. It was out there a little bit further, a little deep. That 1 was a little bit deeper in that side than he liked.
Yeah, he handled that
Yep.
easily. He wants to get right about where the cue ball is now after this shot.
Now he's short.
Yeah, he's come up short.
He was afraid to pump it. And I don't know why. He had a pretty good size area down there. Looks like he's going to play the 5-3 combo.
Nicely done. He was looking to see if the 6 went by the 7, I think. Yeah, he's looking at it again.
Yep. Oh, apparently it does.
I was going to say it must go by. Yeah, it looks like
It's
he's
close.
got about a half a pocket.
Wow, it's close.
That was nicely done. Well, and that 9-ball gives James Aranas a 7-5 lead over Amar Kang, who will be racking and breaking the balls in game number 13. Well, the pool gods are not being nice to Amar right now. Can he hit the break? Great, and the last ball rolling came up and got him. And he's got to push out. Yeah, I guess you'd push out up there to the top rail since the 1 doesn't pass the 7, it doesn't look like. Looks like he's kicking at this. Yeah, he's not going to push out. He's kicking one rail at the 1. And it looks like James can see the edge of the 1, but
It's close. I think he's looking at 2 rails come into the 1. Maybe 1 rail underneath the 5. Yep, that's what he's looking at. 1 rail under the 5 and catch the 1.
well, that was a great shot there. Mar will have to come 1 rail around the 3 there. But I don't see how he's going to hide the 1 after that. The hit is not what he's concerned with here. He can't afford to leave James a shot after this. Which he has.
And, oh boy, he hit that a diamond early.
Yeah.
I almost thought he didn't make that for a minute. 2, the 3 goes by the 4.
Yeah, it looks like barring any mistakes.
5 is the only problem I see right now because the 5 doesn't go by the 7.
Yeah, but that's an easy combination. He'll just shoot the 5-7 and leave the 5 right there.
Looks like you're right because he's got the angle to go up to the 4,
Yeah.
to the 5. Unless he's going to draw back and shoot the 5
I'm not worried about
up
it.
table. Which it doesn't look like that's what he's going to do. Nope. He got on it perfect, straight on both lines.
Yeah, he'll just shoot this easy.
Almost too easy. Omar's over there probably banging his stick going, stop, stop, stop.
Well,
And that shouldn't be an issue from here. Side rail back over for the 9.
it's going to put James on the hill at 8-5.
Yep.
And it's his break. So Amar doesn't even have to get back to the table.
No.
He's hoping.
Okay, James, don't pattern rack again. Okay, 3's in a different spot. 8 is 2. So
Okay.
Yep. He's got the 5 down below. I saw what he was doing a while ago. I see now why Omar said something. Because he had it 1, 3, 4, and then he had 5, 6, and 7, 8 with the deuce on the bottom. So the 3, 4 was coming up table every time. The 2 is automatically going to come up table being on the bottom of the rack.
Yeah.
4 went. Shot on the 1. The 2 didn't come out of there, though, because...
No. 2
whatever.
sometimes, that back ball sometimes gets...
Yeah, whatever the reason.
It came off the bottom rail, came up and got kissed.
Kind of died.
Well, he'll shoot this 1. Draw down to try to get in that window between the 9 and the 6.
That's a pretty good... It's a pretty good window. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, he's got the ability
This is
to do
definitely, this is definitely a runnable rack. Oh, but
well, Omar gets a chance back at the table,
you
folks.
know,
But he's dead straight in. He's got to put some stroke on
James
this.
has actually made more errors,
Yeah.
I think, in this match than Amar. But
he's gotten lucky with them.
yeah,
Even with this one here, he's got him straight in where he's got to really put a stroke on it. Come back down table to try to get on the 2. Now, if he doesn't hook himself under behind the 6, he'll be okay. He didn't. It's a good shot.
yeah, he's just fine.
Yep, he can shoot the 2, go up table for the 3.
And this is how quick things can change. He was looking at,
A win, 8-5, 9-5.
and
Now
now
it goes 8-6.
if Amar gets out here and then breaks and runs on his break, all of a sudden it's 8-7.
Yeah, and I think
You got a little bit of pressure on James then.
he was looking at the 7. The 7's a little questionable. He's going up table and come down for the 5.
I think the 7 goes in the side. Or I know it goes up in that top corner.
It goes in the side too. He looks like really, to be honest with you, what it looks like he's looking like if it goes in the bottom corner. If he can get in the bottom corner.
Yeah. He's just looking at where do I have to get on it. There's pockets it does go in and pockets it doesn't.
Yeah, he didn't like that. He got too straight on. He got a little cockeyed on the 6. I'm almost thinking though you make it here and run into it.
Yeah, they don't like running into balls.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't see what it could hurt.
If it goes in this lower right-hand corner, yeah, see, he wanted to be dead straight so he could just roll forward.
Yeah. I don't think that. I mean, he's actually
He's looking to see
any
if he
roll
can
at all forward would be
cheat the
fine.
pocket a little bit
Yeah.
here. And
That's
he did.
perfect. Yeah, he's straight up in the corner.
That was a great shot.
Yep, straight up in the corner.
Now he just wants to be able to follow through. Well, he's just going to draw it back, shoot the.
I was fixed to say you don't want to follow. I don't think you want to follow through.
Well, yeah, you don't want to hit either one of those.
He hit it perfect. He's straight up in the 8.
Yep, he'll just shoot and stop right there.
Yep. Here's where you follow forward a little bit.
And we've got an 8-6 game.
With Amar breaking to make it 7-8 if he gets out.
All right. And Amar will be breaking.
So we go one more game.
Here comes Mr. Shane Van Boning to check out the action, see who he's going to be playing. Tell these guys, hurry up. I want to hit some balls on this table. I heard he broke and ran every single one of his breaks in his match against Mitch Ellerman. He's going to be tough to beat if he's doing that. You better win the leg. Well, balls flying in everywhere. He made the 1.
Made 3 this
He's
time.
on the 2.
Got a pretty good angle on the 2, so I don't see an issue with getting down on the 3.
Is that the 3 or the 5?
That's the 3. Yep. I figured 2 rails and back
Just
across.
fine.
He's a little lower than what he wants to be.
Oh, he'll just go to the side rail now for the 4. He's looking pretty good here to pull within 8-7. Stun this up to about center table.
I think he's just going to push forward, wouldn't he?
No.
No, you're right. Stun it up.
Now I can just do 1 rail and out to the center table again for the 8. Looks like he's going to shoot this little inside English. Well, he's done his part. He's pulled with an 8-7. Now he's just got to hope for an opportunity.
One more little mistake by James, and he'll have a chance.
A little more pressure on this break than there was on the last one, because this is the last one he gets this set.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't get out here, he could lose this.
He made a ball. Didn't have a shot on the 1, though.
Yeah, it made a ball. The 1 got kind of...
2's in his way for a bank.
Amar's happy for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing Amar wanted to see was the one sitting right in front of the side pocket.
I tell you, they started both breaking on the right set. Both of them were breaking, having perfect shots on the 1, 2, 3 right off the bat. And then all of a sudden here at the end,
Yeah.
One's going to the side and the cue's going with it, and they're tying up every time. He's going to try another cut.
He's playing safe here.
Playing safe.
And put him in a window.
Yeah, I don't know if
you can see the edge.
You think you can?
I think he'll thin that one. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to.
It's really deceptive from here, but I don't know that he can see the one.
Well, he's kind of looking to the side rail there.
Yeah, apparently he can see enough of it. It looks like he's
He
going to bring the one down.
He just needs
corner.
to be able to hit the edge of it and bring the cue ball back around underneath those balls. Oh yeah, you can see quite a bit of it there.
Oh, that's what
he brought the one ball down.
Yeah, that's
and
what
that
he was looking
very
at.
Nice. That was a very nice shot.
Kind of what I was thinking of. He kept looking down the side, so it looked like he was looking at putting the one back down here.
Yeah.
And you're right. That was a good shot because.
Well, he took away the nine's in the way to kick below it there. The eight's kind of in the way to shoot the shot he's looking at.
I think he can go between the 8 and the 3 to the side rail.
Yeah, he's just going to have to spin it a little.
Yeah. I don't know that he's got to even spin it. Very much. Well, yeah, I guess he does. Yep.
Amar played a good safety there.
Good clean hit. He's going to get away with a safety.
Yep. He got a roll.
Yeah, because he almost scratched.
Amar kind of shakes his head like, wow.
That's a one rail kick. He just got to pray he makes it.
Well, the thing is, a 2's all the way up the other end of the table.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's not worried about the 2. He's worried about making the 1 right now. If he hits the 1 at the right angle to make it, the 2 or the cue ball should go between the 3 and the 8. Or run into the 8 and knock it out, one of the 2. Need our telestrator again.
Yeah, I can't believe CSI doesn't have a telestrator. Come on. They all look over me like, what?
He hit it good. He's not going to get anything out of it, though.
Yeah, he's crept out there for a shot.
3's over by the 8.
It's not an easy shot.
No, but I'm sure James is glad to have it.
Oh, yeah. He hit that bank good. He's got a shot on the 2. Natural shape for the 3.
The 4 does not go by the 5, so he's got to get on the other side of the table for the 4 in the other corner, off the 3. So he needs to be a little bit. Oops, that's a mistake.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I think you can see it.
He ran over there almost to see.
Yeah.
It's close. It's close. He's overhit a couple of these. Yeah, he didn't like it. He's rolling his eyes. And then he just gets down there and pops it in. Gets
Yep.
perfect on the 4.
Perfect on the 4, then the 5. 7, 8, and he's.
Yeah, it
6,
looks
8.
to me like he's going to finish this.
Yeah, I don't see any issues here at this point. Unless he gets overzealous. 5, 7, 8, 9. 8 goes by the 9, so he got a little wrong angle on that again. No, I guess he did. You just pop it and
He's
draw
going
it
to have
straight
to
up the
play a
table.
little cleaner match against Shane
Oh, yeah.
than he
without
did in
a
this
doubt.
set.
Yeah, Shane's not going to give him the breaks he got from Amar. And that looks like that's going to conclude it at 9-7.
Yep.
Yep.
So we'll be back in about 20 minutes with the hot seat match. James Aranas and Shane Van Boning.